patrolling the school with guns. As you might know, around the country there have been several incidents recently where police officers have shot people, especially people of color, that were not carrying any weapon and were not treated to police. I can cite the murder of 18-year-old Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri as an example, of a 24-year-old Aaron Campbell on January 2010, or Keenan Otis on May 2010. Both murders happened here in Portland, Oregon. I can also mention the murder of Oscar Grant from Northern California in 2009, Erin Garner from New York City on July of this year, or the murder of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin in Sanford, Florida, I'm going to quickly. The solid presence of police officers carrying guns on campus is a threat to all the students, especially students of color, and also is a threat to the peace of the school. I believe that the police is fostering a sense of security on campus. It will bring a sense of
Mr. Martinez,
for students.
We're going to be respectful of the other folks' time and go with the next two. Again, we'll have that opportunity online. Our next speaker will be Jeff Lamont.
There's been a minister of public safety activist and also a social justice activist. And we are actually do every week a prayer service here on campus for the community. And one of the young men we were working with was having a psychotic episode. And he actually made plans and executed plans to come, wire tie the doors, and come inside with a machete and a bat to start killing everybody in there because they thought we were keeping him away from his family. Now, being an advisor to the last two police chiefs, I know what the response time corporate would be. We have on a Sunday morning 12 officers patrolling from northern part of the west side to the southern part of the west side. It would have taken a long time for them to be here. What would have been our public safety officers, what would they have been able to do had they arrived and seen a man with a bat and a machete killing people? Fortunately, he came to his senses and through actually trained police officers was talked down and was taken to get some help. And this is what it's all about. It's about having actually the fullness of the trained police force here on campus. They're trained now, all officers in Oregon are now being trained in crisis intervention. So I think that it is actually, like our president said, the safety of our people is the greatest and foremost duty of any institution from a family to this campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to receive Mr. Backstrom and Danielle Ali Hassim.
Hi there, my name is Devin Backstrom, and I took an interest at this last year. One of the things that I had a quick question on was, what was the research supporting this? Because if I can look at it objectively and say, there's a good reason to do this, let's do it. The problem is I didn't find any. This is entirely based off of an opinion, a recommendation by a task force, which is disregarding the current research out there. Research that this institution itself has done. This institution itself has looked at criminal justice. This institution itself has looked at public health. This institution itself has looked at sociological concerns. And the only thing it finds is that deputizing a security force is associated with harms to people of color, LGBTQ, and more aggression from the security forces. The things that they're trying to accomplish will not be accomplished by this proposal, and the things that could be accomplished will be distracted from. I encourage all of you to remember that this is nothing more than an opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Backstrom.
My name is Danielle Alicassi. I'm a senior here and very involved in the university. I had a whole list written down, a whole paper, but I'm going to shorten it. Basically, I'm a woman of community of color, and basically, I'm very concerned. This matter means a lot to me. My family comes from the South, and basically, there's a less than stellar relationship with police brutality, aggressive attacks during demonstrations, and things like that. If our campus is armed, I want to first say that we have the option as our board of trustees, if they are here, and I believe they are, we do have the option, even if our police are sworn in, to not arm them with guns. There's other alternatives. We talked about conflict resolution, and I say with a heavy heart, pepper spray, tasers, things like that. But even like Leona said, we're Portland, we can come up with better alternatives. And Guns don't jump out of holsters, people shoot people. There's a lot to be talked about on this issue, and the student union, Black Student Union as well, would really like to talk about options and alternatives.
Are Alex Gates and Noah Lamb.
Hi, I'm a political science student and one of the organizers with the student union here. First of all, I'd just like to thank all the gentlemen who presented today. It was very thorough, informative, and for being on this forum in the first place, however late in the process it may be. To my understanding, this is a culmination of the process that's been going on for about 4 years now, including research and committees. I would just like to ask if if everybody is so convinced that this is the right move to make through the committees that have gone through, why has the student voice not been more present? You had a task force with one student who was not allowed to speak to any other students about what was going on. If that's truly like the plan that you think is appropriate, why has the student voice not been heard, and why is everything being kept behind closed doors? That's all my question.
Hey, I'm Alex Gates. I'm a student on campus here. I just have a few short claims that I would like to make against this presentation so far. I believe that an armed police presence does not prevent rape, and increased police involvement greatly increases the potential for sexual assault. Police officers are accused of sexual assault at 2.75 times the rate of the general populace. So those are the people that are intervening in that goal. That's questionable. Minority groups experience discrimination and police violence at a much higher rate than the rest of the population, though police violence occurs against all demographics. A black man, woman, or child is killed by a police officer every 28 hours, and at a rate of up to 5 times that of white males. While over the past 24 years, 262 people have been killed by active shooters on campus, over that same time, an estimated 6,000 people have been extrajudicially killed in situations associated with police misconduct.
Thank you. I also grew up on this campus, and I'm very concerned with the proposals that I'm hearing to have an armed police force, even a police force. I think that it disproportionately affects our communities of color. And I also think that there's a real lack of student voice and student democracy happening right now at this campus. Not just in this issue, but across the board. From the tuitions that are just burdening, students in an excessive sort of way, to penalties for if you haven't paid a third of your tuition by the first week of class before you've even opted out from your health care, so you don't even have your fees correct. It's just across the board at Portland State at the moment, there's a real lack of democracy. And I would really encourage the students to be brought into the decision making. We're funding the university, and it seems like the university is just on a wild run to grab more real estate instead of serving the students.